Generations later, the land of Israel where Honi once stood would once again appear barren and desolate. The land that God had promised Abraham as his inheritance and the land that Jesus came to redeem had suffered years of grief, sorrow, and neglect. When the great American author Mark Twain visited the land of Israel, then called Palestine, in 1867, he described, quote, "a desolate country whose soil is rich enough, but is given over wholly to weeds. A silent, mournful expanse, a desolation. We never saw a human being on the whole route. Hardly a tree or shrub anywhere, even the olive tree and the cactus, whose fast friends of a worthless soil had almost deserted the country. Palestine, Israel, sits in sackcloth and ashes, desolate and unlovely." One of the miracles we've witnessed in the last century is God fulfilling his promise to once again restore the people of Israel to their land. What was once considered a place where nothing could grow is now fertile soil, nurtured by the rain from heaven and cultivated by the descendants of Abraham. Among those cultivators is a man named Amichai Lourie, the winemaker for Shiloh Winery. Named after the place where the tabernacle stood for over 300 years, Shiloh Winery is located in the heartland of Israel and is producing some of the best wines in the land. Among them is the Shiloh legend Honi, named after the historic figure recorded in the Jewish Talmud.
It's known for when there was a drought, they would ask him to pray for rain, and he was told that when he prayed for something, it would happen. Honi HaMe'agel. Honi is his name, Honi. HaMe'agel means the person that makes a circle. This is a kind of person that teaches us to think very long term. And to not just think long term, but also not to just do things for ourselves, but to do things for the next generations to come. More than ever is to show our respect to tradition and in faith. Here I wanted to make something more elegant. And these grapes actually gave me that, the wine that I wanted to make.
It seems that Amichai's ambition to create an elegant wine that pays tribute to the legend of Honi has succeeded. A blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, and Cabernet Franc, Shiloh's legend Honi recently received a score of 91 by the tasting panel for its 2016 vintage. With a rich garnet color, the wine boasts an earthy nose featuring notes of plum, berries, vanilla, and baking spices. The flavor is smooth, dense, and juicy with a bright, racy, and long finish. The blend's been aged for 15 months in French oak and, like the legend of Honi, will age well with time. It's a perfect wine to share with loved ones at a special celebratory dinner. When you drink legend Honi from Shiloh, may it be a reminder to you that the same God who was faithful to answer the prayers of Honi and bring rain to the land is the same God who has been faithful to Israel generation after generation and will also be faithful to you.